Welcome and thank you for listening to the Muses of the Crystal Lotus.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Muses of the Crystal Lotus. We have a full deck here today.
Woo! Yes!
Our conversation today is going to be about Christmas and Christmas shopping and helping out small businesses who are really struggling right now. And I have a list of businesses on Olde Main that I'm going to run off here in a couple of minutes.
It's so funny that our last episode last week we were like, here's how you cannot spend money for Christmas, and then here we are telling you how you can spend money for Christmas.
I wasn't in the last one.
One of the things we're trying to get across is that you can spend money for Christmas, but don't go overboard. You know,
Don't put yourself in debt.
There's no
for
reason
Christmas.
to max out all your credit cards. We discussed that last week. I'm not going to get on my soapbox again.
So who are the muses this week? Who do we have?
We have.
Who are you?
I'm Jeannie.
I'm Shauna.
I'm Shauna. I own Crystal Lotus. We have Tina, who is Reiki with Christina Dolan. We have Tennille Spencer, who is Natural Healing Massage. Jeannie Yarborough, who is the Director of Creative Expressions here. And Stephanie Lanham, who is Rediscover Health and Grounded Teas. With an empty cup. And, you know,
I'm just pretending to drink.
This is the problem. I made a fresh cup right before I came in.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to get cold.
One cup wasn't enough. Never is.
For me, it is.
So we're talking this week about how can you spend money for Christmas? Little bits of money.
Mhm.
We don't want to go overboard. But at the same time, how can you support local businesses at the same time and make it a little bit special for everyone, right?
Well, most local businesses, at least here on Olde Main, I don't know about a lot of other places, but here on Olde Main, all of the businesses just about offer either e-certificates or paper gift certificates. And that allows you to spend $20 or $25 or however much you can afford, but it lets the person get what they want from whichever store they want.
How to separate you two?
We might have to put Tina in the middle as the mediator.
We're going to pull this car over.
What makes you think that much for mediation?
I know. It's too early to mediate me,
There's no
guys.
mediating. No, we were in the kitchen listening to music and dancing around while eating breakfast. So, I mean, there's no mediating for Christmas.
No, not today.
Yeah.
So, speaking of gift cards, how many people at this table? I mean, we've got 5 different businesses. Do we all offer gift cards? Is that something that we do?
Absolutely, all the time. For Christmas, for birthdays, for Mother's Day, for because you want to be nice. I have gift certificates.
And so, what do your gift certificates cover?
Any of my services, or you can just put a price on there and let them pick, and if they want something more or less, they can pay the difference.
Okay, so you don't have, say, a gift certificate for the rainbow treatment in particular, or
I can. You can do that way. You can click it that way, or you can just pay for a dollar amount and let them choose what they want to do with that dollar amount.
That's neat.
You can buy them from the shop, or you can go to my website and you can just pay for it and print it off right there. You don't even have to go. You can just be like, send your money, print off your gift certificate, done. Christmas shopping's done.
Who doesn't want a massage for Christmas? I mean, I would.
The gift of healing.
Hey, baby, if you're
I'll be
watching.
Honey.
I will be perfectly honest that that's all I have done in the last 2 years, except for little gifts here for the shop for people. But for my family, which is my son and my 3 grandchildren, gift cards, because 3 of them live out of state and 1 doesn't. But still, you know, it's more convenient that way. My 2 of them are teenage boys, and God help me, I have no idea what they might like or what they have. So it's easier for me to do that because they have different tastes and things.
Well, here at the shop, we do gift certificates for shop product. We do gift certificates for all of the services that we have in here, for readings, for classes, for massages and creative expression classes.
So you have gift certificates for your classes too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then Reiki sessions,
Reiki
chakra balancing.
sessions. Mhm.
Yes, I'll go through the shop certificates. So.
And teas. Teas I do gift certificates for.
Mhm.
It's a little bit harder for me to do gift certificates for one-on-one coaching services
Mhm.
because the person has to be ready and committed to do one-on-one coaching services.
Yes.
But I do offer gift certificates with Rediscover Health for the classes. So any of the cooking classes, the herbal medicine classes, those things are.
The Dirt to Delicious classes.
Oh my gosh, those are.
Oh my God,
yeah.
they're so good.
Yes, they are.
So,
I just ate breakfast, so I'm trying not to think about food. But every episode that we've had so far talks about food somewhere. Somewhere.
We like
Now,
to
my
eat.
breakfast will be after, since I just got here before we started. I'm like,
Well, it's yummy. So
well, just real quick, I'm gonna run down a list here of the diversity that we have on Olde Main.
yeah, Olde Main is a shopping experience. Like, okay, so
It is.
I don't know about you guys, but I like to Black Friday shop.
Mhm.
And so years past, I don't know how that's going to work this year, but years past, we would typically go to the mall first.
Mhm.
And then you have all of the shops in the mall in one isolated location. So there's no driving around. And really, there's been no crazy lines every time we go, because we don't go real super early, but we still get really good deals. And then when we're done with the mall, we go to a shopping center. So say like Southridge or the one down in Barbersville. And then you got like the individual shops all in a little location. And what some people don't know is that Olde Main has that type of feel. From the beginning to the end, we're like a mini little shopping center. We've got so many different stores.
That's how it got the name Olde Main Plaza, though, because years ago,
it was.
decades, it was a plaza. There was no
There was-
traffic down
that's
Olde Main
right.
at all. It was
I hate to say I
concreted
remember
over
those
with
days.
little benches and trees and, walking traffic only.
You would have to park down and
So-
then walk up into and
Mhm.
go around. Yeah.
So that we were kind of a strip mall on Olde Main there for a while.
Since we were preparing for this episode, we were talking about all of the different ways that people can come and experience a little bit of everything on Olde Main, and starting from one end and working their way to the other. And
yeah,
so
but
that's
not zigzagging across the street like
yes, you have to zigzag. There's so many food places, and in order to try all of the food, you're gonna have to walk a little bit to get room.
So
for-
start at Shuckers and then come around to the cupcakes.
Oh no, we're gonna
No,
start at the
we're gonna
cafe.
start at the cafe and walk around.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other block.
Cafe who has the most
Well, I think you need a
amazing wings
cupcake
in the world.
For your coffee. So how's that
Salmon.
gonna? And you can't walk that long and
Oh,
shut that
wait.
long with a cupcake.
Well,
Get your coffee and then get your cupcake.
Won't last that
but then
long,
there's
though.
those
So we're
really
not doing a cupcake.
amazing like
Well, then you need
smooth
the coffee to
shakes.
wash it down.
Yeah.
Have you
that's what I'm
seen
saying.
Have you seen those shakes though? Like
I
you're
do.
talking.
Stacked shakes across the
my.
road. Oh my lord.
So there is a
I
new
don't need
restaurant on Olde Main. They do sandwiches
Yep.
and shakes. What are they called? Stacked.
It's stacked sandwiches and shakes.
Yeah, they are. Oh my gosh, you see pictures of them? The shakes are this big, and they've got topping. Like the jar itself is maybe like that big, and then they've got toppings that pile up on top of it of all sorts of different flavors. Like the one they had a pumpkin pie slice. Like they had a slice of pumpkin pie and the whipped cream, and then all the stuff in the shake. Like
I
How
try
do
to
you-
avoid
I
that
can't.
place.
how do you?
And the,
I
and
don't.
the
See, this is why you have to have a lot of
Excuse me,
walk up.
the
It
cupcake
looks
shop.
delicious. Yeah.
You have to walk the loop a couple different times in order
That's
to
like
walk that
breakfast,
off.
lunch, and dinner. And
We
this-
also have Heavenly Cupcakes next door.
Oh,
They
gosh,
do
yes.
they do e-certificates.
Oh, their cupcakes are amazing. They do.
Yes,
Have you?
Dan and Terry Blevins, and they are the best cupcakes in the state, and that's documented. So.
Yeah.
She's
There's-
actually been on a show for a cooking contest. with
They
me.
did. And what was it? It was on the Food Network channel,
Mhm.
where she went on like a bake off for her
Yes.
cupcakes.
I can't. Now, actually, I watched it and I think it was totally wrong, but okay. That's my personal.
We
She
also
should have
have
won.
Brandy's Emporium, which is down the road, and she has gift certificates also. And honestly, if you can't find it, go there because
Brandy's-
she's got a lot of everything.
Have you been to Brandy's?
I've been
Yes.
meaning to.
Oh my gosh.
Everybody
I
at this table's been to Brandy's.
I bought
She
things
hasn't.
from
I've been
Brandy's.
meaning to.
Oh,
I think about it every time I
I'm pointing
pass, but I'm
fingers.
always like late for work.
Because you come in like a wrecking ball.
I do.
yeah. Brandy's not only has antiques, she has a lot of one of the
We have a
kind
guest.
and-
We have a guest.
It's Halloween, I'm not
Okay,
sure.
the other stuff. Is the baby with you? The
Oh,
baby with you.
that's so baby.
He's handsome teeny tiners.
Say hello to JT,
He wants to come and say
everybody.
hello.
Let,
JT.
let him jump up on
Come
the
here.
chair next to.
Well, no, there he
Oh,
is.
there you go. That's JT.
He's a teeny tiner.
We've had so many episodes where we talk about JT and we talk about Frank, and there they both are. We're so excited.
He loves the girls.
All right.
Yeah.
Watch the pause there, son.
That's right. We'll see you later.
He can't help himself. He's a
No,
guy.
he's
True.
the little shop boyfriend for all of us ladies.
Yes.
Whoa, honey.
Good. We really have to stay calm. Both of us.
Okay.
Yes.
Are you coming back later for
Yes.
lunch?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, baby.
Yep.
3-day spaghetti, Italian style.
See, there we go with that food talk again. 3-day
Yeah.
spaghetti. Shauna's got this recipe that she won't tell anybody, so don't ask. It's not going in the show notes this time. It's a family secret, and it's 3-day spaghetti. And I got to tell you, I tried it for the first time today. I think we've even talked about it on previous
It
episodes.
actually
first
takes
time?
about a month
First
to
time.
make.
Today
But
It
was
was not the first
It
time.
has
It was
to be
glorious,
It was
wasn't
it was
So when she said-
phenomenal. Oh my
So when
gosh.
she said 3-day spaghetti tomorrow, I was like, yes.
we're gonna eat.
We
We're
get
gonna be
a rare
married.
We're gonna eat like goddesses, like Egyptian
just every
goddesses.
once in a while. But for
Oh.
those of you who are Wicca or other pagan belief system, you understand about gardening and stuff by the moon. Well, the spaghetti is done by the moon too. So sauce.
So
That's all I'm saying about it.
Brandy's.
She won't even
Back
tell
to
us.
Brandy's.
Back
She's
to
got
Brandy's.
some beautiful purses in front of her window right now.
Mhm.
I have been eyeballing a couple of them myself,
Mhm.
and she's got name brand stuff
Yes.
at a really good price.
Oh, I know. I bought
She's also an Avon representative too, so she's got a whole section in the back of the store where you can get just about any Avon you want to get. Right there.
jewelry, whatever. But I bought a
Blanco glass.
pitcher and glass set from him that has calla lilies on it,
Mhm.
handmade. And you can tell by looking at it.
Well, Shauna's birthday
Beautiful.
presents came from Brandy's.
Yes,
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
Very
Last
good.
one of them.
And they're gorgeous.
Did she offer gift cards? Did you find
She
out?
does offer gift cards.
Awesome.
And we also have Coal River Coffee.
Ooh.
And that's Stephanie's favorite place. I go down there to
It's
Shanghai the
favorite
chicken salad.
Which we found out they have the chicken salad Shauna loves so much. They make that in a wrap now.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Yes. But
But they also have amazing coffees.
they have amazing coffees. They roast their own.
They actually serve her Earl Grey tea.
They do their London fogs. They use the grounded Earl Grey tea, and it is amazing. I had one yesterday made with oat milk because I don't do a lot of dairy. I try to avoid dairy. But they customize. They have all kinds of different milks. They have the soy, the almond, the oat. So if you have like dairy intolerance and you can't do specific things, they'll customize it for you. And it had the lavender flavor in it, and it had my Earl Grey in it. And oh my gosh, I tell you, it was just phenomenal.
Okay.
And they do gift cards, and so it's always nice to give the gift of coffee and tea.
Coal River is owned by Mike and Rachel Urban.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we have Village Sampler, which is right across the street. And if you do any kind of needlepoint,
Cross stitch.
cross stitch,
I'm a cross stitcher.
tapestry stuff, that woman's got all the supplies you could ever possibly want to get.
And see, and this
She
is
also does
important
picture
too.
framing, custom picture
So-
framing.
Oh, that might work.
We gotta think. In our area, we just recently had a Hobby Lobby open,
Mhm.
and then we've got Michael's, and those are two of the big box chain stores.
Mhm.
But in our backyard, we have a small local business that offers cross stitch and crafty type supplies along that line that we can easily just kind of shift our attention from the big box chains to help support the local business.
No, but hers, she's got
Patty's store,
specifically.
Village Sampler, has been there forever, just forever. And the selection of stuff she's got in there, it's like unlimited. She's got all of the little threads and yarns and needles and just about any canvases,
That's what I say,
patterns.
canvases. That's something that I
Yeah.
Have you
look
shopped
for.
over there at Village
I
Sampler?
haven't yet, but I've been meaning to. But I'm afraid if I go in there, that I'll buy the store.
Yeah.
She would like that, though.
Yeah, I
That's
mean, you
why my
would.
daughter only goes in there once in a great while because
It's
she
too close to
Oh,
know how great
man.
it is.
She gets carried away. She's a cross stitcher.
So
So
when
am
you-
I, but I'll tell you.
When you have that person in your family that you know loves to do those crafts, the cross stitching and the needlepoint, you know, it's so important right now. And I guess the highlight of the discussion is we are going through a period with this pandemic where small businesses are struggling. We've had to shut down for weeks. Some of us didn't get to benefit from some of the loans and the grants that were given to help support small businesses. And so we have this really pressing need for the community to kind of step up and help the small businesses survive. And there's just about small business options for all of the big box chain stuff, you know?
Also on Olde Main, we have the Parlor Salon. They're a new company. The owner's name is Liz. So if you really want to get your hair done or your nails or
Does she do nails
whatever,
there?
I think so.
Which one?
Don't quote me on that, but
The
I think
one
she
down
does.
here or
The one right across the street.
Okay,
It's
because
beside
there's another
the
one right
stacked.
that does the
Millie's.
nails right
I think it's
beside.
Millie's is right here in with Heavenly Cupcakes.
Okay.
Right, there is two there. I
Um,
know she does nails.
We also have Shuckers. These are all places that have gift certificates. Shuckers is right down the road on Olde Main, and they are incredible restaurant.
Do they do
Seafood.
There's seafood
Oh
and
my
Italian.
gosh. They did it. They did this surf and turf burger one year, and it's like a steak that was ground up and cooked with all their special seasonings and stuff. And then they had some sauce on top of that, and then they had big prawns. It's like 4 of those great big prawns on top of that.
Is that shrimp?
Yeah, it's a very big shrimp.
They're like
Very big
dinosaur
shrimp.
shrimp. Dinosaur
That was the most amazing sandwich. I couldn't eat the whole thing because it was like this tall. I cut it in half, and the other half I had to take home with me because I couldn't eat the whole
I've
thing.
never been there. Well, see,
Oh,
My
Stuffed
husband-
mushrooms. Oh my god.
my husband
been
doesn't
there.
eat all the foods that I eat, so there's certain restaurants and stuff I don't get to go to. So it looks like we're having a ladies trip.
I
to
was gonna
Shuckers.
say,
Well, works
I'll
for
take
me.
you on a
Next
date.
time we have
Yes,
next time we have our
on a
slumber
date.
party ladies night, we'll just
We'll just mosey on down to Shuckers and have.
down to Shuckers.
Oh my
It
God.
works for me.
Do they serve cocktails? That's the question.
Yes, they do.
Let's go to Shuckers.
The last time, the last time we had a
Tell me why
sleepover, that's when I surprised everybody with my music choices because they did not think I'd like Metallica and all that.
She's like,
Yes.
can I play a song? Can you play Metallica for me?
She about flipped out. She says, "What?"
Hey, we also have flowers on Olde Main. They've been there for quite a while.
So they do.
They
floral
have gift
arrangements?
certificate, floral arrangements, like gift sets and things like
I
that.
didn't know that either.
Yes, she does some beautiful arrangements down there.
Hey, baby. He's gonna get tired of my little shout outs.
And we have
episode.
Blossom Lane Boutique. Blossom Lane Boutique. She has a lot of brand name, upscale clothing and purses.
She is
and
Simply Southern, right?
I don't
I-
know what she was before she moved in
No,
down there.
one
but
of the brand name clothing articles,
Simply
Simply Southern. I think
maybe.
I know what she's talking
it's
about.
very
I
popular.
have a couple of
And I think that I saw one of those in her window. I might be wrong. But
She also has gift certificates. And then Mr. Gadget across
Yes.
the way here.
for your techie family member,
That's
that
Jeffrey Lucas, and he can help you with just about anything you need. He can help you fix your computer or your cell phone, which, you know, a new cell phone can be a pain in the rear when you're trying to transfer stuff. But he has a pretty wide selection of accessories down there as well.
stocking
gives it-
stuffers.
He gives gift certificates. Eggplant's in Charleston, but
It's
it's
Bridge
amazing.
Road.
Bridge
So
Road.
we had the pleasure of meeting the owner the other night.
Elisa.
And she was just so nice. And she was talking about her small business on Bridge Road that is kind of eclectic too. Like she's got a bunch of different things. And I have not had the opportunity to go there myself, but because we're supporting, and listen, she's like we're gonna go on dates.
Yeah, I'll even dress up and do my makeup for you.
She's gonna take me to all these places
Oh,
that I don't get to go.
Yeah. some other diversity we have on Olde Main. We have Chandler's Carpets. They've been there forever. They do flooring and carpeting. And
They
things
have a
like
claw
that.
bathtub in their window.
Mhm.
You remember
And-
last
Aren't they the ones that
episode I
have,
was
like, all the
talking about how much I
furniture?
want one of those big
Yeah.
old claw
Oh, I
bathtubs. They've got
There's-
one in their
there's-
window.
Colonial
Colonial
Interiors
is
across
here on
the
the
road
end.
this way.
Yes.
They have got a lot of beautiful wood furniture that they build or they refinish. So their stuff is gorgeous. Just look in the windows. They're
Yes.
gorgeous.
Yes.
The cafe is up on the next block, which is a little restaurant bar. Really good
I
wings.
They
love
have
it
brick
there.
oven pizza.
Yeah, their salads are delicious.
Yes.
I love eating.
And then another thing we have that a lot of people don't know about, there is an antique store down on the across the street, and that's owned by George. I can't remember his last name. He's been there forever. So all of these things on Olde Main, I mean, you're bound to find something you like. At least with gift certificates, you can find something that somebody else might like.
So the way I see it, this is
Wow.
my
Come see
plan.
me. I'll fix it for you.
This is my plan. Okay.
Mhm.
See, you start at the cafe. Okay. Now you want to park your car over in the loop. So that gives you plenty of walking room. And I'll explain why here in a minute. So you park over there and you walk to the cafe. Okay.
Cozumel's is down there too.
Wait. You go to the cafe
On the
first.
other end.
And you have yourself a nice appetizer. You know, maybe even a little light breakfasty snack, lunch, brunch, brick oven pizza, whatever, you know. And then you leave the cafe and you
Go
walk
across
down.
the street to Flowers on Olde Main and
Yes.
get your date something pretty.
There you go. Okay, so we're out on date night and you walk across the street and you get some flowers. And then you continue walking and you go to the cupcake place
Mhm.
and you pick you up your little dessert from
There's
your
little
breakfast.
dessert.
Okay, and so this is where the plenty of walking room comes in so that you have time to walk off your little brunch to your cupcake place.
Mhm.
And then from the cupcake place, you come out and you go across the street again and you take a look at some of those, the wood works at Colonial Interiors. And then you go to
The
Patty's.
Village Sampler.
And then you come into the Crystal Lotus shop and you can get a massage while you're here to help, de-stress a little bit. Have your chakras open or some Reiki. And
Or do a craft.
do a craft or buy some tea, try some tea. Shop the Crystal Lotus. We've all got gift cards.
Get a reading.
So then,
Yes.
get a reading. So then you leave the Crystal Lotus and you go down to Brandy's
Mhm.
because you need a little bit of room between the cafe and the cupcake place. But you go to Brandy's first and you look around Brandy's, and Brandy's is an experience. So once
Yeah,
you leave
it
Brandy's,
is an experience. You'd be surprised what you find in there.
you go across the street and you get yourself one of those shakes. But you have to get one and split it between 4 people because that's a coma waiting to happen. Okay, so you get one and you split it for 4 people. All right, so you get a little extra snack there. So then afterwards, you gotta drink it down with some coffee so that you kind of coffee helps with the blood sugar a little bit, or so they say. So you
I
go to
wouldn't
the
know.
Coal River Coffee and you get you some coffee.
Yeah.
And then you take your
Then
coffee.
you go to the parlor and you get your hair done.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go do a little walking and check out the
Yeah.
antique store
Yep. The
and
boutique.
Blossom Lane
Mm-hmm.
and Mr. Gadget. And then on your way back, you'll be ready for dinner
At Shuckers.
at Shuckers.
And so then, after dinner at Shuckers, you are what did you say? Gobble till you wobble at this
Yeah,
point.
go to you wobble.
So then you wobble back to your car, which is parked
Which helps to walk around.
all the way over in the loop, which is why I parked you so far away so that you have time to walk off.
Cosmos was there.
But Cosmos is
Cosmos.
there.
They have
That's where you get your
margaritas.
cocktails, your margaritas.
Yes, that's where you get your cocktails.
But
Believe
that's
me.
your nightcap.
Don't drink and drive, guys.
No,
No drinking and
No.
driving.
we don't condone that.
No. So make sure you don't drink and drive or have a DD.
Yeah,
Have
or
a
just
DD.
have one and then
Designated
walk
driver.
all the way to the car, and by the time you walk all the way
Take
down,
your bottle of water, walk a couple
Yeah.
times, walk it off,
Walk around the loop.
I think they said the loop, if you literally walked the entire loop itself, it's like 1 mile.
Mhm.
So you get your cardio in, it's very safe, and you get back to your car in
Yeah,
time.
but see, I would never make it around the whole loop because across the parking lot on the other side of the loop is Angela's on the river.
Oh, that place is absolutely
You
delicious.
want to talk
Angela's on the
about
river's got
another
some
place that I've
awesome
never
food.
been?
I'll take you there.
That is Angela's and Shuckers is an eating experience.
Oh my gosh.
I've never
Right.
been to Angela's myself.
Nice.
See, we've got some
And
girls'
that's
nights coming up. We've got some girls' nights coming up. That's gonna be exciting.
It'll be fun.
So that was my shopping experience. That's how I say we should map out Old Main, and everybody can get to where they need to be
Just
and do what they
follow
got
the
to
little
do.
tour.
Follow the yellow brick road.
Each one you can just check off the list.
There
Been
you
there,
go.
been there.
And there is shopping experience for everyone, and it's just
And
as,
almost every store here that I know of offers gift certificates.
Yep.
So,
so
or
there's
gift cards.
this is a call to action, you guys. This is a call to action to help support local business because it means a lot to the person that owns that business. They're your neighbors.
Oh, we also
They're
have the Mission Thrift Store down on.
the mission.
on the
Yep.
corner.
hmm I've gotten
I
there.
love thrifting.
I got a couple nice dresses from there for $3 each.
Yes.
The really pretty purple one. Oh my gosh, you saw the purple one when I had my pictures done. I got that from there for $3.
It
Yes.
looked great on you. It was made for you.
$3.
Yeah. Well, I like the little dress that you used for your costume.
Yeah, the
The
little blue one
caterpillar.
for the caterpillar.
She wasn't going to even try it on. I was like, oh hell no. I
First one.
Sorry, guys. But no, I said you got to try it on. She tried it on one good. She was like, yeah, okay.
Yep.
I may not look great in a lot of things, but I can tell when something's going to look good on somebody
They were
else.
$3 each. So I mean,
And all that money goes back into the community to help the
Yes.
homeless. And
yes, it does. And St. Albans, they posted a video.
Food kitchens.
I don't know if you guys saw it. St. Albans, Mayor James posted a nice little video about the community of St. Albans and how we're close enough to Charleston to still, get there and experience Charleston, but we're a nice, safe, tight-knit community with a lot of local business options here. And I really, really like that video. So if I can find it, I'll put that in the show notes too, because St. Albans really is, it's just a home. It's
a
just
nice community.
a nice
It
place to
really
be.
is. When you get a place where you've got a bunch of businesses that are not competing with each other, they're helping each other.
Yes.
It makes it so much more fun to go shopping.
Yes.
So we enjoy it.
She
She
just likes
just likes shopping.
I like pretties.
I only shop if I have a reason because mostly I hate stores, but
Sparkles
the
my
ones
hands.
here I'll go in and just visit.
See, the good thing about small business stores is it's not that it's not common, but it's not packed full of people typically. So you kind of have room to breathe and you have a comfort
except
feel.
on Taste of the Lotus, which is the
Except
last
for
Saturday of every month,
And then the cafe,
Oh,
especially
I
on
go
trivia
love
nights.
or football nights.
It's wonderful. lady
Drummies
made it
also
for me.
has
Yes,
TVs
I
for
know.
football nights and other
Yeah.
sporting events, and so does
The
Shuckers.
Seymour
So,
There's
there's a lot.
It's a Cobra.
Well,
That's one of her spirit
what do
guides.
you guys have any other small businesses that you would like to add to the conversation before we sum it all up today?
I can't think of any right now. I was just complimenting Jeannie on her necklace.
The one that you
The one that she
Yeah.
gave her.
Actually,
yes.
my friend has boxing fit in Hurricane, and that's a good. They have like kids classes, beginning classes, but that's like a really good, exercise program. He's a young buck, started this business off. Really proud of him. He has helped me. It's a good way to exercise and motivate and get out aggression. So
Just
you can get gift certificates for like a month thing if someone's wanting to get in shape, especially after Thanksgiving and Christmas when everybody's like, I'm gonna go on a diet, but it lasts a week. You can get a month thing at the box fits.
Speaking of which, if you do want to offer those services for those people that say, I want to go on a diet, but it only lasts a
Yeah.
week, that's what I'm
She'll
here
keep
for.
you in check, and then Jason will
That's
actually
right.
motivate you to where you see good results with that too, with the combo. So check out Boxing Fit and Hurricane. How about that one?
Okay.
Good. Small
Okay,
businesses?
This is my small business.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very fun.
You live in
I
Saint
have
Albans
two.
too.
I don't live in St. Albans, but I do have the Reiki with Christina Dole and the jewelry that I make here. So
Yeah, jewelry. She makes beautiful jewelry pieces for your jewelry
And
lovers.
beautiful wraps.
Yeah.
No,
I
y'all.
don't know if you can see it.
You've been
but-
doing a lot more stone wraps lately.
I've done them for a while. When I was Artisan of the Month one time, that's what I actually did. I made like 22 pieces, and
Wow.
most of them are gone.
Because they're pretty.
They're pretty.
I'm working on it.
There's a place on Main Street in Hurricane that I can't think of, but they get local, West Virginia artisans from all over the state, and they sell their stuff in it. And I can't think of the name of it for the life of me right
We
now.
have quite a bit of consignment in here, but
Yeah.
we before COVID, we were doing a local artisan of the month who would
Which,
come
yeah.
in and show off all of their wares and
That's why I
explain
made
what they
those.
do, how they do it, and you could purchase items there.
Actually, I think only of the 22 I made, I think I might only have 5 left here, maybe.
Oh,
Well, that's good. Well, hopefully we've given you some ideas on ways that you can support local business and enjoy the city of St. Albans while you're here.
find all the Christmas presents that you
Find
need
all
and
the
gift
last minute
certificates.
Christmas presents that you need and gift certificates for those folks.
Gift certificates make great stocking stuffers.
They do.
Yes.
They do.
Or if they're like teenage kids that live out of state, trust me, it's the way to go.
All right, everyone. We are going to call it an episode for our small business Christmas shopping experience. We've got a big day ahead of us today, and we've got a fun-filled episode for you next time, so make sure to stay tuned. Make sure to also like us on Facebook at Crystal Lotus Shop and on Instagram at CLSWV, and visit our website, www.clswv.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can get these episodes as soon as they launch, and you won't have to wait for the next one.
And from the rest of us, we'd like you to have a very safe holiday,
Yeah.
please. And don't drink and drive.
Love your family.
Love your family.
Give them
spend
extra
time
hugs.
together.
Make
Be
hot
blessed.
cocoa.
Don't forget to come by the shop at 89 Olde Main Plaza.
Yeah, that too.
All right, guys. Until next time.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Bye.
Merry Christmas.
Happy Yule.
Thank you for listening to the Muses of the Crystal Lotus. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Just a reminder that this podcast is for educational purposes only. This podcast is not a substitute for professional care by a doctor or other qualified medical professionals. By listening to this podcast, you agree not to use this podcast as medical advice to treat any medical condition in either yourself or others. Consult your physician for any medical issues that you may be having. This entire disclaimer also applies to any guests or contributors to the podcast. Under no circumstances shall the Crystal Lotus Shop, any guests or contributors to the podcast, be responsible for damages arising from use of this podcast. Until next time, healthy blessings.